Et les Lions indomptables du Cameroun sur la route des Jeux Olympiques Paris 2024 sont dos au mur et affrontent demain mardi à 17h au stade de la réunification de Douala les Ougandaises, une équipe ougandaise qui a pris le meilleur sur les Lions indomptables du Cameroun. Souvenez-vous au match aller 2-0. C'est donc un match pour lequel les Lions doivent absolument se surpasser. Question de battre cette équipe ougandaise au moins avec un écart de 2 buts. Et c'est la raison pour laquelle nous vous proposons déjà en guise d'avant-match tout à l'heure, dans un quart d'heure, la conférence de presse des deux équipes. D'abord, l'équipe ougandaise tout à l'heure à 15h et puis à 15h30, Jean-Baptiste Bissek et peut-être une joueuse seront devant les hommes et femmes des médias. Pour en parler aussi, puisque nous sommes là ce soir pour la version en anglais, Wilson Mengole. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Aman Bassa, and a very good afternoon to all our viewers of CRTV Sports and Entertainment. You are welcome to this live shift of broadcast where the indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon will tomorrow be tackling the Crested Queens of Uganda. The Crested Queens of Uganda bash the indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon 2-0 in the first leg of the qualifiers of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Before then, the indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon were eliminated in the African Cup of Nations qualifiers by the Harambee Starlets of Kenya. The Lionesses, therefore, are poised for a kill. And with me this afternoon is with Kashmir Mange, who is a football coach. Good afternoon, Kashmir, and welcome on board.
Merci. Bon après-midi à vous, bon après-midi au panel et bon après-midi à tous les téléspectateurs. Je voudrais dire bon après-midi à Monsieur le maire de Berthois, qui va recevoir une grosse délégation de Yaoundé dans quelques jours. Omer Solapitol.
Et vous avez en face de vous Junior Awassoum, analyste sportif. Junior, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Amambassa. Good afternoon, Wilson. Good afternoon to all the wonderful television associated sport entertainment that are still digesting Ngano's victory. That is the talk of the moment. But right now, you know, we are about to cheer our ladies because after Ngano, we all have to galvanize behind the Lionesses so that they can carry them to victory.
Et la CRTV Sport and Entertainment, au cœur de l'actualité sportive, a proposé à ses nombreux téléspectateurs un débrief, une caméra opposée. L'émission, vous l'avez suivi sur cette antenne à 11h sur ce combat de boxe entre Ngannou, le Camerounais, bien sûr, l'Anglais Tyson Fury, Evariste Yenga était bien sûr là. Et vous aurez cette émission en replay sur nos antennes le moment venu. Mais pour l'instant, on parle de ce match des Lions, match très très décisif, comptant pour le match retour du deuxième tour éliminatoire des Jeux Olympiques de Paris 2024, puisqu'après ce deuxième tour, il y aura un troisième et un quatrième tour, bien évidemment. Donc, les Lions indomptables n'ont pas droit à l'erreur. Jean-Baptiste Bissek sera donc face à la presse, et c'est un exercice que vous connaissez d'ailleurs très très bien, Kashmir Mange. On vient généralement devant les hommes et femmes de médias pour effectivement se projeter, mais dans le fond, on ne vient pas pour dévoiler ce qui va se passer demain.
Bien entendu. Il est hors de question tout de suite de dévoiler les options de peur de mettre l'adversaire en alerte. Ouais. Donc forcément, on vient pour, je vais dire, des données superficielles. On masque presque tout, mais on essaye d'être un peu plus ouvert avec les hommes des médias pour expliquer si l'environnement... on va s'attarder sur l'environnement, mais pas au niveau des organisations de jeux.
The indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon, third behind South Africa and equally the Super Falcons of Nigeria, will tomorrow be taking on the Crested Queens of Uganda. Awassoum Junior, coach Jean-Baptiste Bissek, is having a hot potato on his hand. This is his fourth outing. He has won just one game.
And 3 matches altogether. I mean, I would say 4, because evidently 2 defeats. His statistics are not that bad as such, but what the pundits are actually looking forward for Coach Bissek to come out and do is to bring the Lionesses that fighting spirit that they need to play. The game we saw against Uganda, it was very difficult to recognize the Cameroon team. And we're looking to see, in terms of the tactics in every compartment, what are the changes that he's going to bring? Because is he going to rejuvenate the team, or he's going to bring the old stars that started in the 90s, 2000, up to the point where they played, I think, the last World Cup in Canada and the AFCON year in 2017. So it's going to be a very tough one for him. And you know, that is a heritage when handed to you, is very, very difficult to carry. You know, when you look at the women's national team and you see the coaches that have gone through Coach Ndoko, Coach
Alain
Jemfa,
Defran.
These are guys that will tell you some of the difficulties that we had. And it goes to tell you that a lot needs to be done about women's football. I just looked at the list, and it goes to tell you that guy has very limited options. If you look at a team like Kenya, that is very well prepared. Nigeria, that is very well prepared. South Africa, that is very well prepared. Even Rwanda, that was eliminated, you know, was a much better side. Now you come and face Uganda, that is a much rejuvenated team.
Exactly.
With very strong athletes in terms of ball recuperation in the midfield, and they had very good athletic capabilities. I could tell you that about the Uganda national team, and you start questioning yourself, like, what is happening to our lionesses? We need to give the chance to some of the girls that are playing in the local league. We need to give the chance to some of those girls that are coming out of the National Football Academy and that are joining teams like Louvre, Minprof, and all the rest. These girls need a chance to prove that they can defend the colors of Cameroon.
And how competitive is our league that they are going to rise up to the occasion to face the Crescent Queens of Uganda?
Yeah, going to the... I mean, when you talk of the league, that's too much of an overstatement, because we know that the league in Cameroon is still very much premature, you know, compared to what is happening in South Africa or, you know, in the Arab nations.
Around the COSAFA area.
Yeah, exactly. Even within COSAFA. But when you come now to Cameroon, you know, you realize that the Women's Football League, the Guinea Super League, you see, it's still at a premature stage. You know, that's why I'm giving kudos to Anafoot, because the National Football Academy, some of those girls graduated there and evidently infiltrated into some of these teams and then evolved into national team, possibly even international. I mean, when you look at the calendar of activities, those girls, they have very little much to show for, because why? The calendar is not very steady, it's not very static, and more to that fact, it does not galvanize and give them that competitive spirit internationally. Locally, you might think that those girls are competing. Until you see them play teams from other nations, that's when you measure. You see, but is the league in Cameroon really competitive? Compared to who? Compared to South Africa?
Ouais.
Compared to Uganda? Compared to Rwanda? These are some of the things that we need to draw lessons from and start fixing our women's football team.
Casimir Mangué, on sait que le match aller, les Ougandaises ont gagné 2-0, surtout que cette défaite n'a pas été digérée par les Camerounais. Cette fois-ci, on joue demain à la maison, au stade de la réunification. Ça veut dire qu'il y a un défi que Jean-Baptiste Bissek doit relever.
Oui, bien entendu. Il n'y a pas qu'un seul défi. Oui. Il y a des défis à relever, puisqu'il y a deux situations qu'il faudra absolument travailler. Il y a la situation défensive, il ne faut plus prendre de buts. Il y a la situation offensive, il faut marquer des buts. Mais il faudra commencer d'abord par la situation offensive.
Marquer.
Il faudra marquer sans en arrêter, en conservant ses buts vierges. Voilà ce qu'il faudra faire. Avoir une attaque à outrance, avoir une défense qui ne cédera pas. Et pour le faire, certainement, ils ont travaillé. Ils savent que pour réaliser tout ça, le projet sera essentiellement basé sur une équipe du Cameroun qui sera déterminée à jouer dans le camp de l'adversaire. Ouais. C'est-à-dire qu'on va faire un pressing haut, on va faire un bloc équipe haut et on va faire des attaques rapides, même s'il faut verticaliser le jeu, mais il faudra mettre de la vitesse au niveau des enchaînements offensifs. Donc je pense que le plan de jeu doit être clair. C'est que les filles doivent savoir que pour facilement marquer des buts, il faut être systématiquement dans les zones où on peut facilement marquer les buts, c'est-à-dire la zone de finition, la zone de déséquilibre. Si les Camerounais sont présents dans ces deux zones, ça sera facile soit de marquer un but, soit de faire une passe de but. Donc je crois que le projet sera une attaque à outrance avec une défense assez hermétique, ce que nous on appelle souvent une permanence.
Avec une bonne gardienne, parce que souvenez-vous, la gardienne Bina, avec pas mal d'erreurs lors du match.
On bâtit les bonnes équipes à partir d'une gardienne de but. Moi je pense qu'il y a de la qualité, tout va dépendre également du discours, parce que vous pouvez avoir de la qualité, mais si votre discours n'est pas cohérent, si votre discours n'est pas captivant, si votre discours n'anime pas, ne motive pas, ça peut empêcher le fonctionnement de toute une structure. Donc je crois que le match de demain va être basé sur deux paramètres de performance importants. Le paramètre mental, donc les filles doivent être en confiance, elles doivent être rassurées, elles doivent être convaincues qu'elles vont faire un bon match. Et maintenant sur le plan tactique, je l'ai déjà dit, le bloc équipe et le pressing doivent être très haut sur le plan défensif. Maintenant sur le plan offensif, ça doit être les attaques rapides, les attaques verticale, avec les probabilités de provoquer les fautes sur le coup de pied arrêté, qui pourrait également faire la différence, parce que voyez-vous, chez les filles, les gardiennes de but ont du mal sur les ballons aériens, et c'est une arme qu'il faudra utiliser.
Awanso Junior, you've been issued to say something. What can Coach Jean-Baptiste do in order to make these girls come out from their cocoon to break the jinx against the crested cranes of Uganda?
He was talking much about offense, which is only a compartment compared to, if you look at the defensive compartment, at the midfield compartment, and the attack compartment. And he did very well to talk about the essence of Cameroon realizing that they need to score more goals,
yes, and
they need to come out swinging. But the only contrary effect to that is the fact that Cameroonians, they don't defend well. The Cameroon women's team does not defend well. Exactly, especially in front of their goalpost. The 2 goals that they took against Uganda on the away game were basically defensive errors, and in terms of positioning in front of the goalpost. That's why a goalkeeper like Beina will probably have a lot of difficulties. Now, if you coach, you know, if you're the coach and you come out and in a game, capital one like this one, you know, you evidently have to first of all start by regrouping, correcting the errors from the away game, basically on the defensive, and then in the midfield section, and then you need to have attackers that are swift. I think throwing in Abudu Ngene right away does not give the answer. But I think a girl like Brenda Tabe, you know, we have physicality, can make a difference. And then you have Michelle Obam that can also come in and do. These are people that can carry the team. But I think the coach has to be extremely careful. In the process of trying to score quick, he can take a goal. Why? Because the Ugandans, they are very good in terms of ball recuperation, and they are very quick in terms of execution. And I'm happy that Coach Mange was talking about that rapidity in terms of execution, but more to that fact, the mental frame of mind. The psychology that has to be there, that has to be team spirit. You know, we consider that it's 0-0 right now, but let's go out there and get that game. That's the mind frame to have.
Il faut également...
C'est ce que je veux dire.
Oui, à la suite
c'est que lorsqu'une équipe a concédé des buts, il faut regarder si c'était sur le plan individuel ou c'était sur une organisation collective. Et c'est là où, si vous regardez que nous avons pris des buts suite à des erreurs individuelles, on essaie de redonner confiance aux filles et leur dire, bon voilà, certainement nous étions mal placés. C'est pour ça que nous avons pris des buts. Donc, certainement, ils ont préparé ça. Maintenant, nous n'avons pas marqué des buts. Le plus important, ce n'est pas de n'avoir pas marqué les buts, mais c'est de savoir pourquoi nous n'avons pas marqué de buts. Est-ce que nous avons eu des occasions et nous n'avons pas marqué de buts? Et si nous avons eu des occasions sans marquer de buts, maintenant, il faut tirer des leçons. Est-ce que nous nous sommes précipités? Est-ce que nous avons choisi la mauvaise surface au lieu de mettre l'intérieur du pied, qui est la surface la plus indiquée, parce que non seulement elle est grande, mais elle est précise? Est-ce que nous avons utilisé le coup de pied qui n'est pas très favorable dans les 5,50 m? Donc tout ça, c'est suite à une très bonne analyse.
Alors, pour rester dans votre analyse, effectivement, Casimir Mangué, il y a ce penalty quand même que Njoya Adjara a eu l'opportunité, n'est-ce pas, elle a eu l'opportunité de mettre la balle au fond, mais ça n'a pas été le cas. C'est déjà une opportunité qui n'a pas été suffisamment bien exploitée.
C'est clair que ce que nos téléspectateurs vont peut-être découvrir aujourd'hui à travers notre discours, c'est que s'il y a une occasion de but qui est véritablement difficile, c'est le penalty.
Tout à fait.
Parce que lui, le penalty, lui, il est situé à 11 mètres. Alors que le penalty...
Kashmir Mangi will cut you short. It's now time for us to move to the nation's economic capital, Douala, for the pre-match press conference, the crested cranes of Uganda and the indomitable lionesses of Cameroon.
Ougandais, une joueuse, donc on aura dans quelques secondes cette conférence de presse de l'entraîneur, et forcément il viendra pour dire que nous sommes au Cameroun pour gagner ce match, puisqu'on a 2 buts d'avance. De toutes les façons, on va aller du côté de Douala grâce à la collaboration de notre réalisateur Karin Mbala. On a encore dans notre moniteur de contrôle des dispositions qui sont en train d'être prises de ce côté pour que nos téléspectateurs soient même de bien écouter, et nous-mêmes aussi ici sur le plateau, ce que l'entraîneur ougandais va pouvoir déclarer aux hommes et femmes des médias. Donc voilà, entre autres, ce qu'on peut dire. Mais pour l'instant, nous y allons effectivement, parce que je pense que cette fois, c'est la bonne. Merci, Karin. On va du côté de Douala.
If okay, you're gonna start, please. Alors merci, bonjour à tous, bienvenue à cette conférence de presse d'avant-match Cameroun-Ouganda qui compte pour le retour du second tour des éliminatoires des prochains Jeux Olympiques qui sont prévus à Paris l'été prochain. Je suis avec le coach de l'équipe de l'Ouganda, Charles LUKULA, et and the team captain, Fauzia Najemba. They are there for 15 minutes. We know how to do. Introduce yourself and ask your question. I will start with Sayani.
Coming to play this kind of game, coming to attack, you're coming to defend the goal, score at home. How do you play the game?
Good afternoon. I know we came here to play Cameroon when they lost 2-0 at home, but we still respect Cameroon because it's a good team. Football game is a game of mistake. They made some few mistakes, and that's why they lost. It's not that they played badly, and we know we are going to play a good team. So, but equally, we also have a good team, and it wasn't by accident that we won at home. But we know that we have a very big task to overcome because Cameroon. When we talk about Cameroon. In football, Cameroon is a superpower, but football is improving day to day, so we are ready to face the task.
Question? What kind of team are you going to have tomorrow? Defender or attacker?
Tomorrow game, there is nothing like changes. We are going to play the normal game we played in Kampala. What are we defending? There is no defending. We came here to play football. So it's not going to change. We came here to play the game attacking, no defending.
Thank you. Can you repeat for... What made the difference in the first leg between you and the Cameroonian team?
Well, I think it's just going to be the home. They are home, we were away, so there is nothing much like there is a big difference. It's going to be just football. And I think playing away games, it's kind of tricky, but we'll manage it.
Good evening, sir.
You are not afraid of Cameroon, first of all, and we will be able to represent very well Africa during Olympic Games in Paris.
Yeah, of course. If you win, you represent Africa. Even those ones who have been representing, they started once, then they get used. So in Uganda, we are playing a lot of women football, even at school level. So if we win and represent, we shall not disappoint Africa, because the game of women football in Uganda is improving at a higher level. We are playing too much leagues in women football in Uganda. So just get assured that we shall not disappoint Africa once we get the qualification. But we are not yet there. We must win all our games to qualify.
Okay.
Good morning, Coach. My captain, I am Jonathan Teneke, journalist at Top 10 Television. My question, after your victory in Kampala, you are in Cameroon, you play the same game as in Kampala, or your player are concentrated on the defense?
Of course, I've just mentioned about that. We are not defending. What are we defending? We must score, then we defend when we have scored. We've come here to play the normal game we played in Kampala. Now that we know at least what Cameroon plays, we are not going to change. We are not going to defend, because if you want to win a game, you must score. So we are not going to defend.
Coach, for the fans and the lovers of the women's game, at this stage, you had not met Cameroon before. First time was in Kampala, but by tomorrow evening, you would have played Cameroon for the second time. I believe it poses a good challenge for you as a coach who has been in the women's game for quite a while, and for the ladies themselves, because Cameroon has been at the stage that we as Uganda want to be at. Do you have any other secrets for as you and for the girls tomorrow to see that you defeat them? Because this is a tournament that doesn't have the away goals rule, so you're basically starting over. If you're starting over, where are you starting?
Yeah, of course, everybody would think that we won 2-0 in Kampala. Here it is going to be easy, no. But of course, if you want to be a champion, you must win every team you face. There is a way you can say, I will avoid Cameroon because they are superpower. So, but football game, if you lose, then you go back and do correction. So for us, we know we are coming here to play this game. We are underdogs, but put in mind that we are also training and we are improving day to day, because if you see how Ugandan football has improved in terms of women football, some 5 years back, we are somewhere. So we are also confident that we can make it.
Coach, je préfère en français parce que il faut que vous compreniez que la question soit bien posée. Donc, donc je préfère y aller en français. Vraiment, Jean-Marie, vous allez m'aider à traduire. Je vais parler d'environnement. Là où ce match s'est disputé, honnêtement, cet environnement est différent de ce que vous allez vivre demain, ici à la réunification. J'ai même envie de parler de la dimension, des dimensions du terrain, carrément, avant de parler de la qualité. Est-ce que, psychologiquement, vos enfants sont préparés à vivre l'enfer de la réunification demain, coach?
Yeah, of course, this is not the first time we are playing in the bigger pitches. We don't always play in Njeru, Jinja all the time. We've been playing in Morocco, Algeria, so this is not the biggest pitch that we are afraid of, because we have ever played in bigger pitches. And every game, we know the approach. This is a bigger pitch. We know, like I said, Cameroon didn't lose the game because they played poorly, but because a football game is a game of mistake, they made some few mistakes. So, but we came here knowing we are going to play a tough team, and we knew all about this stadium, and we are not afraid at all.
Good evening, Coach. My name is Gail Mujundedi. I work for the National Radio and Television of Cameroon. Maybe I should say, like the others, congratulations for your win in Kampala. Now, you came in Cameroon. I know you brought your 2 scorers of the away leg. Did you, apart from that, did you change your team? Are you bringing new players in? Who are the girls that you're bringing? Did you stick to the lineup that you had in Kampala? And for the captain Fauzi, what do you discuss with your teammates? Do you feel like, okay, these Cameroonians are old girls, you are going to be tricky enough to bring them down, or do you have the feeling that maybe there is something different as you are coming to play here with these girls? Thank you.
Of course, I traveled with the same team. I never added a new player, but it doesn't mean that those ones who played in Kampala are the same players who are going to play, because you never know. We still have a training session. Somebody might be injured. So, but it is the same team which played, but not the same lineup, because I have to train my last session. Then I know who is going to start where.
She asked about what I tell the players. Actually, there is nothing much I tell the players. It's the same game, same football. Since they have some experienced players, but we also have some. But it's the same game, it's the same football, and mostly we women, we make a lot of mistakes. So it's a matter of keep improving day by day.
Ari Pupu, Football Story Magazine. Coach, if you were not to qualify tomorrow, what will be your feelings? Because you are playing Cameroon in Cameroon, and Cameroon are very determined not to qualify. If you are not qualified tomorrow, what will you say?
Yeah, of course, me as a commander, I can't say we are not going to qualify. Then, but in football, anything can happen. Leading 2-0 doesn't guarantee us qualification. We must fight for the second leg. We must give in 100%. And another thing, playing at home doesn't give you points, but the organization. So if we don't win, like I said, a football game is a game of mistake. It will be accepted, because there is no way you can say, I'm going to win, I'm going to win. And if you don't win, you are going to die. But I'm very sure we came here for a business.
Let me just ask one in a local language, because there's someone there filming for us. Coach, ne captain, olunaku olwencha mwagala kulaba nti mufuna obuwanguzi musobole okuyitawo. Coach, tunnyonnyolemu mu dakiika ntono nnyo bwe mwetegese.
Twetegese bulungi olw'okuba twatuuka wano ennaku 2 emabega, era twawumudde bulungi. Naye mu byonna nti tuzze nga tumanyi nti guli gwagwa ate guno omupiira mulala.
Okay, Fauzia. Okay, he says that he's prepared very well because we've been in. We traveled on Friday afternoon, so we've been in Cameroon for 2 days. We've had a training session, and he believes that they are prepared. Even if he won at home in Kampala, he says this is a very different. It will be a very different match since it's also a different venue. Yes, Captain.
Kyenyinza okugamba tewali kikyuse ky'amaanyi ekikyusemu nti tuli kwawe naye nga tugenda sigala tuli ku kyaffe ng'abazanyi tetukivuddeeko yes twawangula naye ate ekyo tekitujja ku mulamwa kuba tetumanyi nti oba tunakwalifayinga oba nedda nga tetunnaba kumaliriza mulimu gweno so tuli beetegefu era tulina lunaku lwanca.
Yes. Okay, the captain says that for her, and because she represents the rest of her fellow players, she says that they are ready. They are not going to go off the plan that they have set for themselves because right now she cannot tell if they have qualified. She can only know that tomorrow when the match is over. Thank you.
Ok, nous allons prendre 2 dernières questions.
Good afternoon, Coach. Frank Ehring for Sport Vibes. Coach, we are talking about next match tomorrow, but let me ask a question about the first match at Kampala. What was your strategy to win Cameroon 2-0? After that victory, do you think your team won the match because they were very applicated, or Cameroon was not a good team for that match? And for tomorrow, what will be the option? Defend to have a nil or a one-not defeat, or try again to beat Cameroon here in Douala?
To our home fans, so there was no need of defending. We planned attacking, and eventually we got the results. But it is not like Cameroon played badly. You could see at a certain stage when we were still leading 1-0, they were threatening to equalize. They even got a penalty, and the goalkeeper saved. So can somebody get a penalty without playing well when you are playing in your own half? It's a strong team, but we respect them. They have senior players, but equally us, we have good young players. My team is young, but we have confidence that we can overcome each team we play, because you can't go in a tournament when you think you are going to lose. Then there is no need of going to that tournament. But Cameroon is a good team, and they played well. They just made some few mistakes, and we punished them. Yeah.
The last one.
Bonjour coach, je n'ai qu'un peu pour Hélène Foot. Je vais poser en français pour bien m'exprimer. Vous avez dit dans l'entame de vos propos que le Cameroun est une très bonne équipe. Est-ce que, même ayant gagné 2-0 chez vous, vous êtes inquiet un peu concernant cette équipe? Et à combien de pourcents placez-vous votre pourcentage concernant une possible qualification face à ce Cameroun? Et pour la capitaine, j'aimerais savoir les joueuses qui vous ont le plus impressionné lors de la première rencontre. Merci.
True, Cameroon is a good team, but I can't say one player is going to win for me this game. For us in Crested Ukraine, we work as a team. We win as a team, we lose as a team. So I can't mention one player that this one is going to lift the team. No. Being a young team, because we have few senior players, I expect them to work as a team, not as a single player. No. We work as a team.
For the captain.
For the captain. Which players, quelles sont les joueuses qui vous ont le plus impressionné? Les joueuses camerounaises.
I think she was shot 3. And I think, yeah, she was only shot 3.
Give the name, please.
Ajara. Yeah.
Only Ajara.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you. On va mettre un terme à cette conférence de presse. Merci infiniment.
We come from UG. We come from the land of Matoke. No fear.
Ok. Merci au coach et au capitaine et à demain. Bonne chance à tout le monde.
But it will be very difficult to go